Billing for billing. Whenever my client gets a bill, he calls to question each of my time entries, keeping me on the phone for 30 to 45 minutes each time. May I bill him for this time? Billing for billing questions is as close as you can come to inviting grievances. Like it or not, our clients have every right to question the charges contained on their bills. You have to distinguish, though, true billing questions from questions about the case itself. If they're questioning your strategy and you're now trying to educate them as to why certain things were or were not done, things that are going to be required in the future and the like, then some of that may be billable. But you don't want to antagonize an already tense situation over billing by billing your time for that on the next bill. Before you call back, review the bill yourself. I'm sure you've already reviewed a pre-bill to ensure that the charges were accurate, but you would be wise to refresh your memory of the matter and try to determine what the client's issue may be before calling him back. The client will expect you to be fully familiar with the case, and it's very important that you show a firm grasp of the details so you make a good impression on the call. Return the call promptly. You may be dreading the conversation, but procrastinating will only make matters worse. Clients hate it when their lawyers fail to return their calls, and if they're already brooding over their bills, delays will only add to the tension. Stay professional. You may want to defend your bill, but don't be defensive or combative during the call. Your primary job is to listen carefully. Let the client express all concerns. Quite often, billing questions mask deeper concerns about the future of the case or fears about mounting costs as matters progress. This is particularly true of clients who haven't had the need to engage lawyers before. Even if you quoted a healthy retainer and discussed anticipated costs at the outset of the case, getting a bill brings new reality to the situation and may trigger old fears. Focus on client service. Don't regard billing questions as intrusions. Fielding these questions is a part of your job. I wouldn't bill for it, but part of the value that you provide is to help the client understand the costs and benefits of legal action. Show value. Billing questions give us an opportunity to display our professionalism, to explain the strategic decisions underlying the tasks that are recorded on the bill, and to show our value as attorneys. If you bill correctly, the invoice itself should show that value and hopefully preempt many questions. In my office, I have a rule that I call the spilled ink rule. Invoices must show our effort. So the more time we bill on a task, the more ink we need to spill in describing it on the client's bill. A few words might be sufficient for a task that only took 1/10 of an hour, but that won't cut it as the clock continues to tick. When your clients get your bill, they shouldn't have to wonder what you did and why it took so long. They should see the effort. But if they still don't get it, use billing questions as a chance to reinforce your value, to reassure clients that they retained the right lawyer.